let's wing this. Hey, everybody. Travis Carper, Ascension Guide, Holistic Health Coach. All right, today I want to read from Alchemical Wizard 5, Adaptogenic Herbs. So let me just start reading here. A new word for traditional herbs that are used in Chinese and Ayurveda medicine, adaptogen is a non-toxic substance that helps the body to adapt to stressful situations while also normalizing physiology, which we're talking about your biological body, your vessel, your avatar, because you are a multi-dimensional light being, which means you are your source, you're God, basically. And to try to do this in a linear, humanistic, because we like to think things in linear timelines and stuff like that, would be that when we talk about like the higher self. Okay, so your light being here, it's your light body, your soul, your spirit, it's inside of your body, your avatar, right, your vessel. And that connection, the energy connection, because we were just the other day we were talking about chakras and light centers and energy connections and the morphogenetic fields, the bioelectric fields, the same thing, the electromagnetic fields. These all are connected quantumly. They're connected. Everything is connected. Anyways, you go up and your higher self is your next vibrational frequency self. So your light body's connected to your higher, like in the New Age or metaphysics, they had the silver cord thing or whatever, the astral and etheric, right? So you're up to the next level, and then if you open up that, and that's what we're talking about getting into here with this holistic health thing, is that if you open up more to that source, then you can vibrate higher and higher. And that's what this whole ascension process is about, is coming back to open up to more love and open up to hearing your higher self, what the next higher self that you are. I mean, there's people that are like zoning out and doing, fasting and meditation and stuff like Buddha and Jesus did and stuff like that, right? So there are people that can do that, and they're really more and more and more connected, which is so cool because they're bringing in more of that love code, right? Okay, just like Gandhi did. Gandhi fasted too. I just saw that. Anyways, so back to the linear higher self, like pearls on a string, right? There's no spiritual like hierarchy though, really, because everything's so quantum entangled and so, like a fractal in the space-time continuum, right? But if you want to view it that way, in the string and the pearls on the string and the spiritual hierarchy or whatever, then you can kind of imagine it, your next higher self in that dimension, the 4D, 5D, 60, 70, 80, 90, all the way up to there's probably more than 12, but we're kind of going to stay in this thing right now. Well, we don't have to. We can look outside of the I just don't want to say box. Anyways, we can look outside of that bubble. So yeah, we're talking about going and taking all that DNA structure that's inside of this biological body up to the 12D, 12th dimensional silicate matrix body, and which is different than this carbon body. It moves in this evolutionary transmutational stages. Like we're going into the 4D right now, and we're gonna head I'm gonna just say 75, 100 years from now, or I don't know, let's see, linear time. That it would turn into like a 5D, you know, we're getting towards the 5D. But anyways, opening up to all the way to that 12 and silicate and crystalline, and that's what they talk about, like your crystallized, your Christ consciousness, your Christ body. You're inhibiting that Christ consciousness, that more godly, more heavenly conscious thoughts. Okay, so let's get back to adaptogenic herbs. These ancient tonics and elixirs offer a rejuvenating, holistic path to wellness. Not only are they growing, pun intended, in popularity with herbalists and supplement industry, but they can be added to your coffee, teas, juices, smoothies. Adaptogens can help you improve your resilience emotionally and physically. They promote balance and aid in restoring biological functions. Here are some of the more popular ones. So these herbs and all these plant medicines and stuff like that have been used for eons down, like in Chinese traditional medicines, elixirs and tinctures and stuff like that, and Ayurveda in India, and all of these old wisdoms. Now here's what's funny. If you Wikipedia like Ayurveda or something, it says Pseudo Medicine underneath of it. So do you see what's happening with that whole Western and capitalized and capitalist culture? You know, it's a disinformation basically, but it's for profit is what it is. So we've kind of went to the extreme. We've went to the extreme on this dark stuff. I'll say it again, you know, the whole, and it's coming out and it's going to be pretty horrific for people that don't know about it. But we went to the extreme, let's just say. The extreme dark side. Now we're moving towards the light side. So our kind of responsibility would be just to clean up our biological bodies and our emotional bodies and just try to naturally go through this process, really. I know it's hard to feel it kind of naturally and go through this process, because it feels like we have to just detox every day, and I've got to become a fruitarian and eat fruit, you know, and stuff like that. But try to take little baby steps here, you know. I've taken lots of little baby steps way back when. I've had a progression. For me, I've had a progression of things. I mean, I drank too much beer too, like for a long time, like when I wanted to get out. But there was periods of time there when I would be really healthy and stuff. And there was different years, years there when I actually like sat on a mountain. Like I have crazy supernatural stories, you know. 1989, like here in Southern Oregon, I came down from Seattle, Washington, and sat on a mountain and drank water for like 3 days, you know. So, and then I had my, so I did that kind of natural thing. We totally got off. Anyways, okay. I might not pronounce these right, but okay, let's go back to the adaptogenic herbs. Osha Waga. I can't even pronounce it straight. This rejuvenating herb boosts mood, energy, and memory. It supports sexual health and fertility, and it lowers cholesterol levels. It helps to increase oxygen consumption. I think we might have to do this a two-part thing. I'm going to stop like right there and make another video, I think, because the oxygenation and of the cells and stuff, there's so many different ways to try to get to that, like chlorophyll, adding that to your water, that the therapy that I just saw this on Amazon. They took off the market that you can't get food grade 35% hydrogen peroxide now. You used to be able to buy it straight out, but they totally disallowed it, and so now you have to buy like diluted food grade, that's the 35% hydrogen peroxide. You put drops of that in like your water, and it gives you oxygen. So that's another oxygen therapy. So what, like that, the herb that I was talking about, putting more oxygen in your cells and stuff, and that gives you your neurons in your brain too to fire, so that you can actually have more cognitive ability, so that you can use your discernment and see kind of what's going on here, and all these soft disclosures that are going on around the globe, and kind of open you up and be more flexible and see what's going on, see what kind of a reality you want to live in, because your thoughts are energy, and that will be what you're thinking about, what you're eating about, what you're thinking about, what your exercise activities are about. That is who you are, or who you want to become. Yes. I'm gonna have to make this a two-parter. I think we're in 20 minutes. Okay, hey man, blessings everyone, and let's do this again. And we're out here in you can feel it. You can feel Gaia. It's beautiful. All right. Stay hydrated.